If my husband gets up and catches me awake again at this hour, I am getting sent straight back to, well, not back to bed because I haven't been there yet, but I will pretend I will get back to bed. But I thought I'd try to see what I could get done in an hour, then get to bed to salvage my big catch-up sleep. But it's so hard tonight, especially because it's a full moon. I don't know if anyone else gets that energy kind of from the full moon or around the full moon. But I wrote this part of it last night, and I'm just gonna see how much sense it made from last night. I tried to kind of clean it up because I dictated it and then I emailed it to myself and then opened it on Notion to edit it, but didn't really get to the editing part much. And my time for tonight is running out. But I feel like tonight it'll still make sense. So here goes. Why am I like a fly in the sky, late at night, quite a sight, close your eyes and take flight? But I can't seem to settle with a head full of metal. I forged on today till the silence it needed for the thoughts that I breeded. The grammar police said, that is not the word I needed. This is straight from my brain, very late last night. Now I'm digressing. I'm probably not going to post this anyway. But my brain, when it should be in bed, gets faster and faster with wonderful layers of thoughts and almost jabbers back and forth a little bit once in a while. So tries to make jokes to anyone late at night listening in there. So I forged on today till the silence it needed for the thoughts that I breeded. My little joke, the grammar police said that's not the word I needed. That is not what they meant at all. And I was about to put another line from one of my favorite poems from the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. I feel like poetry should read it by, wow, that's late. T.S. Eliot, I'm almost certain, but yeah, we will have to see. Anyway, I was digressing into a line from that last night, so I'm just gonna read, or I have to get this done. I was gonna just see you edit, you know, if I can edit it tomorrow, get a little bit of it and actually shoot this, do this whole vlog thing. So, okay, that's where I'll start. It's so funny. I don't even know where to look. Still gonna figure all that out, but my heart is racing. Like I'm about to give a big speech in public. Like somebody is gonna watch this. And it's so funny. So whether you are ever thinking of doing a YouTube channel or not, I have something in my eye, pretend you're gonna and try to shoot a video if you need a little perk up, which I don't because I should have been in bed a long time ago. So I'll just restart this. So I just noticed something that I thought is kind of neat when I have Notion open on my computer, as it is, because I was going to record this vlog, even though it's too late at night and I should be going to bed. I was going to check the time and it doesn't say the time on here. So when you're writing, you don't have to be worried about the time. I don't know. I'll have to check if be interesting. I'm not going to close it and look at the time right now. Or I won't do this because I keep putting it off since I've been sick. And this isn't the one I was going to record, but I just wrote this and thought I have this funny feeling that even if I do it all wrong, like don't take the time to fix myself up and my background and all of that, get the sound right. I should have taken the time for that, but I was supposed to be in bed hours ago. And this stuff that I wrote might only really make sense to me tonight, so I thought I'm just going to read it quickly. And here it goes. I forged on today till the silence it needed for the thoughts that I breeded. The grammar police said that is not the word I needed. That is not what they meant at all. Now it's raining the thoughts that must fall, so stand tall and collect all the droplets you can. But you should go to bed, rest your head, and you must understand that you almost thought you could not get through the day. And this is where it's but just like a trooper forged on anyway and promised yourself you would go straight to bed. Once the kids were asleep, you would put down your head. But the silence awoke all the thoughts that lay waiting to come out at night without hesitating. Fire brain runs in alpha past 2 a.m. And how can you sleep with all these delicious gems? I must try to capture them as they cannot stay. But you need to go to sleep and let them wash away. Like Coleridge's Reverie when he wrote Kubla Khan, a fragment he said of all that had gone on in his brain, which was running much faster than the train, to a place or a land that we will call sane. Insane, the land, insane, the sane are the sane are the same, and the insane are more sane, or it seems that way. If you doubt it, you own it. But what's in a name? It's a hullabaloo, but who is to blame? Now you, like a child with Dr. Zeus in your brain, go to sleep, and I'll show you some dreams, but you will not remember, as you never do, all the journeys we traveled the night through and through. But the rhyming must stop now, as I need to sleep, beautiful sleep. Crawl into my brain and take me down deep. Make all the layers just stop for a while, all the branches to follow. You go with a smile of a child who lives in the moment, not thinking of tomorrow, and the misery you will be with less patience, and the sorrow when you realize you must make it through a whole entire day, again on the fumes of mania that may go away. But what goes up must come down, and soon will surely fall. Riding this wave for too many days, and the days are a haze till your brain comes awake, and it makes you take a leap of faith to think that you can do this just once again. So, as I went to write a note on the whiteboard in the kitchen to add a few things I'd realized we needed, as I had started a super quick fridge clean, I saw my hands and I was reminded that daytime me told me to tell nighttime me to go to bed tonight and not push on for another night, as I've hardly recovered fully from dehydrating myself severely last Friday, I think, doing one of my little health experiments. Next week, perhaps something much less potentially dangerous is in order. And I just decided to take a little break from the apricot kernel seeds just in case they truly could basically poison me if I have too much, though I'm fairly certain they're completely safe in reasonable doses and may have helped me immensely. It was a pretty rough year last year with a couple invasive duct carcinomas, a hysterectomy, mastectomy, and restructuring, then pneumonia in September that I'm still having trouble kind of recovering from, which took our whole household down for a while after a horrible bug. I don't know what's up with the bugs lately, or this year especially. Crazy, nasty bugs. And I've been looking at my note to insert it. I won't be able to draw it. The funniest bug when I wrote this that popped in, like this super bug. And it says on here, insert picture of bug, that like just with the funniest face and like had his dukes up. Had his fists up. See, my mind becomes pretty entertaining to myself, perhaps only myself, the later it gets. And I can become like a kid that doesn't want to get to bed, because not only am I getting so much done, and I have amazed people I've lived with, as they can fall asleep in a messy house and wake up in a completely transformed one. So I haven't figured out how to silence the vacuum to do that one last thing. Perhaps one night I will invent a vacuum silencer, or silencer for the vacuum. But not sure how many insomniacs out there are wanting a vacuum they can use at night. Not sure what the market for that would be. Though people might buy it just for their dogs. A lot of people have dogs that are scared of the vacuum. So I have digressed. I looked at my hands, and for a moment, Damie, with all her rational head full of health facts and such, pleaded to me to just go eat your supper. A veggie sub, my favorite, that was waiting, that I'd picked up on the way home for Todd and I. I'd picked him up one too. After picking up early KFC, I'm going to be in so much trouble from some of my friends if they see this. Early KFC for the kids, as I told them I would pick them up something, whatever they wanted, since we weren't going straight home today for a snack, and I wanted to swing by the grocery store and then Nana's house. So they wanted KFC very badly because they'd never had it and they kept hearing about it. So we picked up 4 pieces after I tried to order them 2 each with their poutines, and thought that would be enough. But they were so excited. They said if it was as incredible as everyone said, that it wouldn't be enough. I can't stand meat going to waste, especially after I have purchased it myself. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with leftovers, who to give, if anyone I would know would eat reheated KFC. But yeah, my husband and I are both vegetarian. I'm a wannabe vegan who cheats with cheese too much to get the title yet. Haven't earned it quite yet. And often eat little bits of stuff, like if there's KT left over, because kids like their KT. I can't really, I mean, if I'm gonna throw it out, so I'm one of those. I met someone once that would eat almost anything if it was gonna get thrown out, but otherwise he was a vegan, and I thought that was pretty cool, because he obviously liked everything but wanted to do his part for the animals in the world by being vegan, but kind of loved, I think, once in a while when something was going to get thrown out that he liked, that otherwise wasn't, a food he allowed himself to purchase. So, anyway, we had introduced the kids they like chicken, and I actually fed them steak for a little bit. I was worried about iron. It's really hard to make sure kids are getting enough iron if they're vegetarian or vegan. And a quick tip is to add vitamin C. It helps absorb the iron to the meal. Like, for instance, a smoothie with lots of vitamin C and spinach thrown in. I'm thinking that was one of the first videos I was going to shoot, because everybody likes my smoothies. And I've digressed again. So my hands, which I actually did this one thing. I put on my favorite ring. I'll just show that. But my hands, and I purposely kept lighting off. But I might have to flash a picture and be honest. I was like never gonna show my hands. They're just, oh, it's crazy. I think from getting dehydrated. So I digressed again. I actually wrote that. Who writes that when they're off track? Digressed again, but my hands made me realize this body needs sleep, food and sleep to heal. So I'm going to have a snack and get my butt to bed and let daytime me win this tonight. And this was written a while ago, and nighttime me kind of won. So that's funny. At the time I was going to finish writing this, zip down, record it in 5 minutes, and then it kind of got longer. So, digressed again. So, I already talked about the full moon, so I brought that back in. I might just put this out as like, here's what you do if you want to, thinking about a vlog, record yourself and then look back later just for the comical of how ridiculous your first attempt was. Save it or save a clip of it, because who has a storage room to save one that's going to become this long? But I'm going to save a clip of this to remember the feeling. If you are thinking of doing a vlog at all, just do it. Even just record it, whether you're going to do something or not. Find something that you want to talk about, something that you feel like you could share, and just do it. Just record it anyway. Even if you don't have time to fix yourself up or get your background ready or anything. And it's kind of fun. My heart got racing. Like I'm about to talk to people, like a lot of people or something. Like someone might listen to this. Almost like there's somebody out there already. It's the weirdest feeling I keep getting when I do these, even just to practice. Somehow it feels like there's people already watching. Like I can see it and it's gone well. And it's very strange. I get a little buzz. But even if you don't end up doing it, just record a few for fun. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. So digressed again. Oh, that's right. I got to the bottom because I read the other part first and then decided it was no good and cut and pasted. So now I have to redo the ending. If I had a little bit there. Yes, note to self. Now I just gave myself a lot of work for tomorrow if I try to keep this. I don't know why I'm still rambling in between recording, but yeah, it's funny. It's almost like I don't want to let you go because there's someone out there, or maybe I don't want to go to bed and I know that was the last thing I got to do. I was quickly record this because I had a whole bunch of other things that I was going to say and add in, but that wave is wearing off, and thank goodness I can't see the time on my computer, since I think that's really neat. It doesn't seem to show in Notion. And I'm gonna look into that, whether it shows on everything else and Notion just has a way of making sure your time doesn't show up while you're writing, so you don't have to worry that you have to hurry. At night, my brain, there's one layer that's almost just like rhyming away while I clean and do whatever I'm gonna do, or was going to do. Oh, yes, and I remembered. There was more written. I'm not sure what happened to it. Maybe even the computer knows it's time to go to bed. So that will be a part 2. But I think I might do something different, and kind of hoping that it will start a trend to throw in a few outtakes at the end. Especially if you're just learning, and Not sure whether anyone's gonna watch it or not. And just thinking about just record it. And anyway, more to edit out. But, oh, the outtakes. Yeah. My brain works at really high efficiency at night until there's a certain point and I think it's just done. So, oh my God, I don't even want to know what time it is on my big catch-up sleep night or how many hours I get till I have to get up. But, yeah, so I'd said, I think what they do, I'm going to see if this works later, is back up a bit and then read again, and then you can edit it back in. So we're going to find out. I might just post a lot of this so camera shut off because of course I was out of room. So even the camera knows I need to wrap it up, or my phone knows too many things, I think, which is why I don't put anything in my calendar. I know it doesn't make sense, but yeah, my phone is just too smart already, knows too much, doesn't need to know what I'm doing or where I'm going everywhere, even though it's with me. Definitely time to wrap it up. My brain's slowing down now. All right, so back to this. Digressed again, but my hands have made me realize this body needs sleep, food and sleep to heal. So I'm going to have a snack and get my butt to bed and let daytime me win this tonight. Though daytime me didn't win, nighttime me kind of, but it's a full moon. So I wish I could finish cleaning the fridge, proofread and edit the 7 blogs I wrote last night while fresh, sweep, paint my nails, I was gonna clean the bathrooms, the whole list here, but so yes, even my camera knows I need to go to bed. So wrap this up, this thing I may or may not post. So if you want to see somebody possibly become better and watch the journey, will hopefully most definitely become better, or this is pretty much done from the get-go. But I might just post this and with this part on and most of the rest edited out. But a clip of how badly one does when they first kind of go, okay, well, I'll try just like reading this thing I wrote. And also have to figure out setup and sound and all those things, but saw a chance to quickly just go for it in the middle of the night when I should be in bed. So, something just said do it. It's just bugging me. So if you have that thing, just go record it, and because it's fun. And then, especially if you do it, if there's new vloggers out there that want to see, hopefully how quickly someone can improve at this, then follow me on this little journey. Like and subscribe and do all those things I'm supposed to tell you to do. And yeah, just check back, and this is gonna get better, and I will do something with myself and my background